And welcome everybody here to the Damascus Gaming Center. I am Asa Cosa. We are here live with TNA wrestling star Ash by Elegance doing the TNA media tour. Miss Ash, welcome back to El Paso.
Thank you so much for having me. And this is so cool. I'm like obsessed with this place. This is awesome.
It is awesome. So how's the media tour been so far as you come back to the city of El Paso?
It's been great. I mean, literally from getting off the plane to getting ready, it's been nonstop, but I wouldn't want it any other way. We're doing some big things here in El Paso. And the last time I was here, I won the tag titles with my girl Heather. So this place has a great feeling in my heart.
And we're here to promote the TNA Final Resolution that's going to be happening December 5th here, the final pay-per-view for the year for TNA. How exciting is that to see, one, this year's going by so fast, two, to have a nice pay-per-view here in a very historic wrestling city?
No, it's awesome. Just to see what this year has brought for TNA is awesome, and what this city has done for wrestling in general. And to have our big final pay-per-view to wrap up 2025 is amazing. We have so many awesome things coming in 2026, so stay tuned. But with that being said, I mean, look from where we started to where we are now. This partnership with WWE and NXT has grown amazing. You never know who you're going to get, who's going to be, popping into these TNA shows. I know coming up this December 5th, 6th, and 7th, we have so many superstars. We have the Hardys, we have Nick, we have Matt Cardona, we have myself, my Elegant brand, and so many other amazing superstars. And you never know, you never know who's going to show up.
Now, speaking on that about the roster, how exciting is it to see the roster just take shape? And there's a lot of great athletes on there. And now you guys are getting your guys' chance to shine, especially with all the ones that are up and coming.
It's awesome. I mean, I've worked with a lot of these superstars for many, many years. And some of them just never had a fair shot, an opportunity that they felt like they needed. Me as one of them, stepping into TNA, I just felt like I needed to reinvent myself. I just needed a different platform. Coming here in TNA was the best choice, the best option for me, because, in 2025, I was able to accomplish so much, and being able to see other superstars coming from other places be given a chance is awesome. What we just saw this past Monday with Nick going back to Monday Night Raw is awesome, because he just grew himself and reinvented himself in TNA, and then was able to represent TNA on one of the biggest stages of them all.
Now, speaking of that, here on Tuesday, the city of El Paso declared Eddie Guerrero Day here. To have the Guerrero family here, what have you seen from the outside and being able to wrestle in this city?
Oh my God, it's electrifying. It is awesome to be here in this state, because they just understand wrestling from, an overall standpoint, from where it was back then to where it is now, is amazing. And to see Eddie's legacy here is tremendous. I mean, a lot of his family and everything like that is still around, still in the business, and it's awesome to see everyone carry on his legacy. And with TNA coming back, we're going to do him proud. I promise you that.
Now, like I said, there's going to be 3 events happening here in December 5th, 6th, and 7th. First with the pay-per-view Final Resolution happening live there. And then, of course, the very next night on Saturday will be the first taping of TNA Impact. And then Sunday will be another special one as well. For those that have not experienced wrestling live, what is it? What's one recommendation you got on that for them?
It is electrifying. I mean, the feeling that you have watching it from TV is awesome, because you get like the front of the seat, first row, you get that feeling. You hear commentary, you hear what comments are being made on commentary, but being in an arena and seeing it live is just, you feel it in your bones. I promise you, it's so awesome to see, generations come, grandfathers, fathers, sons, and then passing it on to their children, and seeing the smiles on these children's faces is awesome.
Now, sorry.
No. And, with that being said, you get to see it firsthand. You get to hear that music. You hear that entrance. You hear that pop for that superstar that's coming out. Sometimes they are pre-recorded shows. So you're like the first of the first of the first to find out what's going on with TNA.
Now, what you guys got going on Sunday is very special for the fans here. It's Family Fun Day. You guys got a lot of events happening there starting at noon where TNA Santa and Mrs. Claus will be in there face painting for the kids. But then you guys got something very special that you guys are going to do. And that is, if I can get it on my screen here, is a photo op there with the Elegant Elves. How special and how cool is that there? Because all the proceeds and donations from that will benefit the El Paso Children's Hospital.
Yes, this is awesome. I mean, this is something that I feel like TNA takes pride in, is bringing families together and being able to do something so fun for, the community, right? What event can you bring 4 people for $99? That's like unheard of, with so many amazing superstars that are going to be present. And myself, Ross, and one of our dear friends, Ingrid, we jumped on a phone call and we were like, how can we give back to the community? And we had spoken about children. Every child needs to feel the holiday cheer, and children in hospitals hold a very close part in my heart. And I was like, why don't we dress up as Santa's elves, the Elegant Elves, and take photos? And any donation is acceptable, and it will go to making a child's day, month, year, just being able to feel special and some holiday cheer at the El Paso Children's Hospital. So you can take a picture with us, and if you cannot attend the event and you want to give a donation, go on to TNA.com and purchase an 8x10 that is signed by all 3 of us, and that will be donated as well to the Children's Hospital.
Now, speaking of children's, when you're performing and they run up to you and just, their eyes, you can just see in the eyes, what does that make you feel?
It melts my heart, right? So it's like bittersweet because I have to stay in character, and it's so hard, right? So it's like I am considered a heel on TV, which people don't like me, and I'm mean, but that's not really how I am in real life. So I tell this story, and it's kind of funny that it was a father and his son, and they were like backstage and stuff like that. And the son's eyes were so big and so excited. Oh, I want to take a picture. I want to take a picture with this person, this person, this person. And as they're walking, I'm like, hi. And he like goes to his dad, and like his whole demeanor changes, like mad. And I'm like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. My name is Ash. I know who you are. I'm like, oh, okay. And the father's like, do you want to take a picture? And he just looked at me and goes, no. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it broke my heart, because I'm like, I just want to tell you, like, I'm not really like this, but he believes that, right? So it's like very difficult, but then I know I'm doing my job. So it's awesome, because I say it's like a real life play in front of a real life audience that not a lot of people get that interaction or that experience. So I'm doing my job. I'm playing a character. I'm telling a story, and just forgive me, please, whoever's watching.
That is so cool. Like, for the fans to get involved, and just react with the storyline. It's just, like you said, it's got to be one, just fills the heart there, because you can't replicate that kind of experience in anything else that you try to do, whether it be on TV or anything like that. But that in-person energy that you get from the crowd just has to be super special.
Yes, it definitely is. I mean, I say it all the time. I said it's way different than acting and playing a movie or a series in a TV show, because you are given many different roles in a movie. One movie you might be the bad guy, the next you're the hero, the next you're something else, and you play in different movies 100 different characters. But in wrestling, it's a soap opera 365 days a year. You have to play this character. Yeah, you can reinvent yourself down the line, and you can change back and forth, but you are who you are, and that legacy lives on forever. So I think it's very unique what wrestlers get to do. We are not only athletes, but we are actors and actresses, and that's only seen really in wrestling. It's sports entertainment.
For all the stuff that you've been through in your wrestling career, what's been, I guess, some of the biggest lessons that you will take away from this that's helped you move on in this part of your career?
never take anything for granted. You know, I've been in this business for many, many years, and we would always, you know, on the road be like, oh, it's right. It's time to go home, or can I go home? Or I miss being home. And, you know, last week, I was just scrolling through my phone, and it was in 2018. And I was going through my pictures, and it was a picture of me, Bailey, Sasha, Dawson, a luchadora. And it was just memories like that I remember in that moment we were really enjoying. But at the same time, we were like, oh my God, is it time to go home? We've been overseas for 2 weeks. And I miss those moments. I wish we could go back and just cherish those moments a bit more in that locker room environment. And I've met so many amazing people in my industry and been able to travel the world with so many people. And also at the same point in time is patience, because you're always ready to like move on to the next thing and when's the next match and I could do better. But it's like live in that moment and soak it in, because here I am now in a position that I really never thought I was going to be in. You know, I had to step away from wrestling. I had to forfeit the title, and I worked so hard for that title. And maybe I could have held that title up 5 seconds longer and felt some type of way, and just never knowing within weeks what was to come, and been given this news that I could, you know, not wrestle again. So, you know, just being patient and taking moment by moment and soaking in moments a little bit longer, and never take anything for granted is something that I would say.
Some wise words there that can be applied for everything there, especially since this event's being done during the holiday season. You guys are teaming up with Operation Hope here and doing the toy drive, which every night you're encouraging everybody to bring an unwrapped toy. And then on Monday, former world champion Mike Santana will present that to Operation Hope. How cool is that to see, you know, giving the gift of those that might not be able to afford, you know, some toys there, giving that smiles to those kids.
I actually met Ruby today, and let me tell you what a genuine woman she is. She is so passionate to give back to the El Paso community. It's awesome to know the things that she has done and the things she's doing. I know I'm going to be with her in the next couple of days, and we're going to be giving out food for the less fortunate. And I think that is awesome, because it's always difficult for somebody to put their pride aside and be like, hey, I need help, you know, and we are here to help, which is awesome, because if you take our wrestlers' hats off, I would say 99% of us wrestlers want to give back and want to help. So me being able to go out there and help the people that may need just an extra carton of milk, or an extra, you know, carton of eggs, or something, gallon of milk or a carton of eggs, means so much to be able for us to do that and give back. And I know that holds a special place in Ruby's heart. So we are doing that this week with the food donations. And then December 5th through the 7th, all we ask is a small toy, an unwrapped toy, whether it be a basketball, a baseball, a little Barbie doll, a plush stuffed animal, something, because you don't want any child to feel like they didn't get a toy on Christmas, or, you know, for their birthdays, December birthdays, or something like that. It's a simple gesture, and then you get to watch wrestling. How cool is that?
That is awesome. Yes, the Gomez family, they've done so much. Her father, who recently passed away, was just such an inspirational man to do that.
I heard she did get emotional talking about her father, which was weird, because she was talking about her dad passing and my father was calling. I told her, I was like, Rube, I think this is like a sign, you know, he's listening, he's watching over you. It was a very special moment to feel that with her, and just know that she's doing the right thing and living on her father's legacy.
It is. So remember, guys, each day, December 5th, 6th, and 7th, bring an unwrapped toy to the event there. Donate that to help, you know, put a smile on a bunch of kids' faces there. And, of course, they are doing the food drive this weekend here at the El Paso County Coliseum. Again, so it's a 3-day event with the final resolution taking place Friday live, December 5th. A very exciting pay-per-view match, some rematches, some grudges there. A lot of stuff that, you know, fans are going to be excited to see.
You just never know who's going to show up.
Never know who's going to show up. And then, of course, on Saturday, will be TNA Impact taping as well. And then, of course, Sunday will be the second taping as well. But not to be overshadowed will be the Family Fun Day. Tickets are on sale for $99. Visit Ticketmaster or El Paso Coliseum website for more information on that. And then, of course, you and your elegant elves will be out there from, I believe, 12:30 to about 1:30 taking photos there with any donations. And plus, they can purchase some 8x10s. And then I believe you guys are going to be auctioning off your guys' outfits one-on-one as well, with all proceeds going to the El Paso Children's Hospital.
Yes, it is a fun-filled holiday season here in El Paso. I mean, I feel the Christmas vibes already. I landed in the airport and everything was decorated. I walked into the mall, everything was decorated. So I am feeling like super cheerful in the holiday spirit.
So that is December 5th through the 7th at the El Paso County Coliseum. We are joined here by Ash of Elegance there. Would you like to let people know where they can follow you, and of course TNA Wrestling?
Yes, definitely on all TNA platforms. Go to TNAWrestling.com to find out everything we're doing, everywhere we're going. That's where you can find everyone's merch. Make sure you definitely purchase some awesome Christmas presents off of the merch websites, because I know a lot of sales are running there. So definitely get your merch and get it now. You can find me on all social media platforms. I'm really big on Snapchat now, just trying to post all my live stories on there. So @May_Sabera or Asha May. Find me on any social media platform, X, Instagram. I still call it Twitter.
Well, I think all of us
Twitter,
do.
Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. I try and stay up with the trends. I'm not the best at dancing, but you'll see me on there too.
Perfect. So like I said, a jam-packed weekend that's going to be happening here. Thank you so much for joining us here, and we look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks as well. Make sure, guys, bring those toys, because you never know how many smiles you can put on some kids' faces this holiday. So for Ash of Elegance and the TNA crew, we thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks at Final Resolution right here on EP Sports Network.
Thank you.